Hey, I'm Alan Brito. I'm an architect, and today I have a quick tutorial for people trying to migrate from SketchUp to Blender. I want to talk about dimension lines, or how you can add dimension lines in Blender in a very similar way to what you do in SketchUp. I'm often talking to fellow architects, to many of my students that are trying to do the exact same thing. And one of the first questions that they got when they start using Blender for 3D modeling, for architecture and design, is how can I add dimension lines to my models? And before we go into Blender, let's recap here in SketchUp. You probably know how to do this, how to add dimension lines. I'm not talking about plugins or anything like that, just the default tools from SketchUp. If you open the Tools menu, you will find here two options that will give you dimensions or lengths for your selected models or any entity that you want to measure here in SketchUp. You have the tape measure and you have the dimensions. Let's see how they work. First, we can take a look into the tape measure. For the tape measure, if you don't remember, you have to look here on the lower right corner. That's where you will see the dimensions. Let me measure this distance here. For instance, I just measured this distance here, and if you look on the lower right corner, you will see that SketchUp will display the length right there. This is one of the options. Now, the second option is to add a dimension line. If I go there under Tools and Dimensions, and I select one of my edges, you will see that we will be able to add a dimension line to that edge. So if I select this edge here, it will add another dimension line, and I can keep clicking and SketchUp will create the dimension lines for me. This is what people miss the most when they migrate to Blender, because we do have options in Blender to add dimension lines, but they don't look like that, at least not without the help of an add-on. Let's take a look into Blender and see how it works. And here we are in Blender. I have that exact same model that I was working in SketchUp. By the way, how did I got that model, that SketchUp model here in Blender? I just imported the SKP file directly to Blender. I was able to do that because I'm using the SketchUp importer add-on. It will include an option here in the Blender, in the file import menu from Blender, to import SketchUp files directly. So no need to make any conversions. You can even bring 3D warehouse models to Blender with this add-on. I'll leave a card here with a link. I already explained step by step how to install this add-on. It's free and it's quite useful for people migrating from SketchUp to Blender. Now, how can we add dimension lines, or something that looks like a dimension line here in Blender with no add-ons? We actually have two options, two default tools here in Blender that will give you ways to display lengths or measure distances. The first one is the measure tool, which is this tool right here from the toolbar. Once you click on the tool, you will be able to display lengths. I already have two of them here. Let me erase them so you can take a look how to use those tools. How to create or how to measure a distance. First, press and hold the Control key in case you are not using the snapping tools from Blender. It will temporarily enable the snapping, and you will see that I just grabbed a small vertex there. Click and hold the left mouse button and drag it until you find. I'm also pressing and holding the Control key, so it's Control and left mouse button, and you will be able to draw something that looks like a dimension line. Let me zoom in so you can take a better look. Press and hold the Control key, and I will draft another dimension line. Great, isn't it? But there is a problem here with the measure tool. whenever you create a distance or something that looks like a dimension line and you trigger another tool, your dimensions will disappear. You will only be able to see those two dimension lines when you have the measure tool active. If you are trying to do anything else, well, you won't be able to see those dimensions. Another option is the edge length in the mesh edit mode overlays. If I select my model, go into edit mode, I just hit the tab key, select one edge, and open here my edit mode overlays, mesh edit mode overlays. You can enable the edge length, and Blender will display the distance or the measurement for any selected edge. You can see there, let me zoom in. If I select this edge here, this edge, it will display the length, which is great. It looks like something close to a dimension line. Another problem, if I go to object mode, you won't be able to see this dimension again. How to fix that? Is there a solution? Yes, you can use an add-on. One of the add-ons that I like the most to add those dimensions or dimension lines to Blender is the Measure It arc. It's a free and open source add-on. Unfortunately, it's not part of the Blender extensions repository, so you have to download the zip file and install it to Blender. Luckily for us, it still works great in Blender 5.0. Let me show you how to install it and how to use it, or how to start using it to replicate your experience from SketchUp to Blender. Let me bring the page where you will be downloading the Measure It arc. This is the address. I will leave links in the description in case you want to download it and follow the steps that I will be explaining here in this tutorial. To download it, it's quite simple. You just have to use this code button and use the download zip file. It will download everything that you have here in this repository and the add-on itself. Again, quite simple. Once you get the download, the zip file, you can go to the edit, preferences, and here under add-ons, use this small arrow and choose install from disk. Select your zip file where you downloaded your zip file, and Blender will install the add-on. I already have it installed here, so let me find it from the list. Here it is. Measure It arc. You just enable the add-on and it will show up in your Blender user interface. Once you have the add-on installed, how to use it? If you press the N key, you will see that the add-on will include a new tab on your 3D viewport sidebar called, guess it, Measure It arc. When you click here, you will see the options for the add-on. The first thing that you need to do here is to mark this show button to display your dimension lines. Now you'll be able to create dimension lines. Let's create two dimension lines that I made in SketchUp, or in a very similar way to what I did in SketchUp. I want to create one right here. Let me draw so you can take a look. I want to draw a dimension line here, or create a dimension line here to measure this distance. Now, you can't really just select an edge to use the Measure It arc. If you want to create with precise control where your dimension lines will appear, you need to choose a plane. Let me show you where you'll be creating or selecting this plane. If you take a look here, one of the settings for the dimension line here is the view plane. We have none as an option. It will use your view, or you can align your dimension lines into the X, Y, Y, Z, or X, Z planes. In my case, if I want to create a dimension line right here, I'll be using the Y and Z planes. The Y and Z plane. For instance, if I go into edit mode and select this edge and I hit this button here for an aligned dimension line, you'll see that it will create a dimension line aligned with that edge. I was using a style here. Let me remove this style and I will remove here my dimension line. Let me add it again. This is probably how you will be creating your first dimension line. So it will create a dimension line like this. And if I want to create another one, I can select this edge here. And in this case, I'll be using the X and Z planes aligned. And it just included 2 dimension lines. And one of the major benefits of using the measure it arc is that if I go back to object mode and keep doing more modeling here, you'll see that both dimension lines will still show up in my viewport. And as you can see here, if you open your object properties tab, you will be able to change the properties of your dimensions. You will see both of the dimensions here listed on your objects. This is one of the features or one of the aspects that you have to migrate from SketchUp to Blender. Your dimension lines here, they will be attached to one object. They will be connected to a single object. In my case here, the walls. And you can show or hide your dimension lines. You can remove them with this X button. And you can change the settings. For instance, if you want to increase the font size, let's increase here to 30. I want to change my line weight to 3. And I want to increase the arrow size. You can see that we have many different controls here to manage our dimension lines. This is a way to migrate or to use dimension lines in a similar way to what you have in SketchUp. This is close to the dimensions, and if you want to compare the tape measured, you can even use this measure tool here to compare with that option from SketchUp. And this is it. This was a quick tutorial explaining how to migrate your workflow or how to use dimension lines in a very similar way to what you do in SketchUp into Blender. This is useful for people trying to change or try to replace SketchUp with Blender. By the way, if you are in this boat trying to migrate from SketchUp to Blender, I have a learning resource that might help you. Let me bring the beta learning website here. I just released this guide here called SketchUp to Blender Migration Guide for Architecture and Design. If I open the details page for this guide, you will see that it's a step-by-step guide where I compare here the SketchUp tools to Blender, and I explain step-by-step how to migrate from SketchUp to Blender, how to transfer your workflow from one software to the other, specifically focusing on architecture and design. I'll leave links in the description in case you want to support my work here in Blender 3D Architect. You can download sample pages for the book. You can get the book as either an ebook or PDF or a paperback. You can download the resources, and later you can also check the translations. I'm working on translations for this guide. I also have this resource here that I just released and by the end of the last year, 3D modeling with Blender, where I explain add-ons, how to get started using 3D, or how to get started with 3D modeling in Blender, focusing on add-ons. I'll leave links in the description as well. For this one, I have translations available in all of these languages. Links in the description. You will be supporting my work here in Blender 3D Architect. Hope you like it. See you next time. Bye.